Hello and welcome back to more Age of Empires. Today I'll be showing you probably one of the best diplomacy games I've ever been involved in. If you don't know what diplomacy is, it's basically you can turn allies, you can turn enemies, you can turn on people, you can form an alliance. It's good fun. We were playing on Western European diplomacy. It's probably the most popular map in the game. There's all sorts of different types of maps here and there. I was playing as Grey. Can't even find where I am. There we are. So I was playing as Grey. I was going to the mid Europe. I was planning to go around here because basically I wanted to stay away from. Basically just try to stay out of trouble as much as I can. Not like Red and Yellow, who both decided to go to Spain, and then, well, as you can see, they start fighting. I'll speed up a bit. Yeah, and then Yellow actually lost this battle, so then Yellow had to move on. And it wasn't too bad for Yellow, because Yellow ended up... in fact, I'm not sure what Yellow was up to at this point. Yeah, Red was like blocking him, and then... Yeah, and then I think Yellow did eventually just go into France, near where Till was going to. So Green was in Africa. He had the whole of Africa to himself. He was playing as the Italians. We had Red in Spain. He was playing as the Aztecs. Yellow, who was the Brits, he was playing in France, as was Till, he was playing as the Meloé. You had Orange in Italy, he was playing as the Brits. You had myself, I was playing as the Mongols, so I was kind of in mid-Europe. Next to me had Purple, he was playing as the Turks. And then we had Blue, oh see, I'm colourblind. We had Blue, who was playing as the Inks. So at this point, Yellow started to build castles and barracks and town centres around Till's base. And that's never a good sign for Till, really. And as you can see, Yellow actually starts to attack Till. Till did start to build a castle in kind of defence, but it was a bit slow at that. Meantime, Red and Green were building gates between each other. Green had also built a wall to kind of cover his area, so Purple will be able to get Turkey. He was a Turk, so it was ironic there. And he was also getting a lot of land in Europe as well. And I was kind of getting surrounded a bit here. I had like Purple here, I had Blue just up here, and I had Orange quite near me as well. So, but as I was saying, I was trying not to take too much space so people would not have a reason to really attack me. Till was fighting back. Meantime, while that was all happening, Red and Orange were actually having a bit of a scrap, but I think they did eventually just kiss and make up, so it wasn't a massive battle. I think it was probably just more or less a misunderstanding. Meantime, Yellow did actually manage to defend from Till in the end, and he actually started to attack Till again. And this time, I think Till did struggle to defend. And here comes Yellow's Rams to take down the castle. And then Yellow was building another castle on top of Till. So at this point, Till's base was more or less destroyed. He tried to get the relic, but unfortunately that didn't quite work out. And Till had to kind of move on and find new lands. Till was asking the other players, would anyone take my villas? I think Blue did, but then also Green said, come to me. And it would have been a nice spot for Till, because as you can see, Green had a whole of Africa, and I think this was where Green was telling Till to come. So Till was saved by Green, while Yellow was now pretty much taking the whole of France. He didn't really want to share France with Till, it would appear, but he was a bit wary, and I think all the other players had to be wary at this point as well. At this point too, Purple was asking Blue, would you like to be my vessel? In other words, would you work for me? What would have been quite bad news for me, actually, because potentially if he said yes, then they could potentially team up on me and destroy me. At this point, I was starting to build soldiers, so I was a bit wary about the wars around me. Well, Yellow was looking really aggressive at this point because, as you can see, he now built a castle near Orange's base, and Orange built some walls. Orange even said that I think Yellow's about to attack someone. He's also moving into the space of Blue. So Yellow was becoming a bit of a concern to just about all the players. He wasn't the strongest player, he was only just a bit stronger than I was. But he was, super aggressive, and but it's good fun having players like that. And yeah, from Orange's side, understandably, he was really concerned. Orange, in fact, was more like, had less space than I did basically, because he also had red, who was basically taking like lands from all over the place. He had Spain, he had Africa, and he also had Spain. Meantime, there was some tension between red and purple. Red was another of those sort of players that seemed to be annoying people, maybe not on purpose, but red was actually telling purple to move your navy, and purple was saying, no, I will kill you. Move your navy now. So basically, because their borders were so close together, purple was claiming this was his water, and red was also claiming this was now his water. Meantime, blue was actually telling yellow, stop that, because yellow was starting to build a castle towards blue's base. Yeah, he finished the castle. Oh, and then red randomly resigned after turning on red, or after turning on purple, it would seem. And yeah, one down already. Those poor red villagers, completely defenseless. So yellow had finally got Spain, the place he wanted from the very beginning, and he was building two universities. Obviously to research things a bit quicker, building a castle as well. Probably a bit of a concern for Green, because Green didn't actually want yellow to have Spain. He wanted Spain for himself, and as you can see, he built some walls as defense because he saw how aggressive yellow was. But yellow basically just beat him to it, and yeah. Oh, and then yellow did predictably attacked poor orange, and I don't know if he was attacking blue at this point as well, or he was leaving blue alone, but yeah. Oh, and then at this point, purple was actually asking me something. He was like saying grey, and I was like, yeah, maybe distracting me, because at this point I didn't actually realise yellow was attacking orange, because I was originally going to help him, but he said, would you like to be my vessel? And I remember like thinking, this is great, because I was a bit concerned about purple, because he did look, you know, a bit strong, and also judging by the scoreboard. And I do remember like thinking, well, if purple attacks me, then I'm pretty much dead. If blue attacks me, then I'm pretty much dead. Although I did have quite a strong army at this point, so he was probably a bit concerned about that. But anyway, he was asking if I could be his vessel. I was busy saying vessel, because I wasn't entirely sure what a vessel actually meant. And he basically said, you will join my empire as a kingdom. And then Till was like saying, guys, seriously, pay attention to yellow. Well, we were all like in discussion, and yeah, understandably, because yellow was starting to whip into poor orange's base. Orange tried to defend, but he wasn't quite strong enough, because obviously he had the arrows, the elite longman, against some swordsmen, and yeah, he was pretty much destroying them. Anyway, he said, thank you guys. I think I said yes in the end. And yeah, and then purple was basically telling us that we should attack green, and yellow was saying you're next, blue. So yeah, it was all over the place really. Come on guys, we must stop yellow. Yeah, it's funny, the chat and yellow, are you serious? But yeah, poor orange. Orange actually started to move into blue's base, and yeah, yellow was a bit of a badass. So green had moved his big navy towards yellow to kind of show him who's boss, but unaware, then suddenly purple came along and actually started to attack green's base, I think, or maybe it was just reds. No, it was actually red ships. But anyway, green was busy like saying that, oh, you're now in my seas, and purple was like, I don't care. You don't scare me. Yeah, just so effectively, teams were starting to emerge. So you kind of had yellow and purple on the evil side, the bad side, effectively. You had green, who was basically on the good side. You had orange on the good side. Blue was probably more or less on the good side as well, as he was now being attacked by yellow, or he was attacking yellow. About time too that someone actually now decided to attack yellow, as yellow had more or less tried to take on, or did take out, 2 players, as he had now effectively taken out orange's base. And green was actually telling me, grey, join us, and I was in a bit of a thing, because obviously purple said I was to be his vessel, and then they were both asking Till. They were saying, Till, help us, because now actually purple had come in to attack red's base. Red's base? Green's base. And Till was just sitting there saying, and Till was like saying, truth is, game was rigged from the start, and in fact, what you're about to see is, in wrestling term, a heel turn. If you don't know what a heel turn is, it's basically a good wrestler turning evil and basically attacking his tag team partner. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. Till turned on Green, the person who helped him. And Green was like, you arsehole. Oh wow. Yeah, this game just had everything. And from my side, I didn't know what to do. Like, I think at this point I was the only person not at war, because you had orange and blue fighting with yellow. You had purple attacking green and teal attacking green. And it was basically just me, and I was basically thinking, well, whose side should I be? Should I be on the evil side or the good side? The good side is green, blue, orange, and the bad side was teal, purple, and yellow. And Green was like, Till, you are an arsehole, I won't forget your name. And his name was actually Newt Gunray, and that is, if you don't know who Newt Gunray is, he was basically one of the villains from the Star Wars prequels. He was like one of the bosses of the Trade Federation, so he was saying, thank you, Lord. So Till was basically on Purple's side, so yeah. Unbelievable. Blue was actually asking Grey, please help, and Purple was saying, Grey, help me, and Orange was like, Grey, help us. Basically everyone was saying, Grey, please help us, and Purple was saying, we made an agreement, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And at this point I was like, well, I have to do something, otherwise I'm probably going to get turned on by Blue and Purple at the same time. But truth be known, I did actually want to kill Yellow. Yellow was the person I wanted to kill. I was busy saying I should flip a coin. Anyway, a few minutes later I did eventually decide now is the time to act, and I did want to kill Yellow. And I was kind of hoping to do this with Purple hopefully not noticing, because I was a bit scared that once I do start to attack Yellow, then Purple would attack me. But yeah, Purple was busy with Blue, and obviously with Green as well in Africa. So here I come with my men. Turned enemy to Yellow, Yellow turned enemy to me. And Purple was still saying, great, join us, bro. I don't think he quite figured out at this point that I was actually on the other side. Yellow's villagers were in Purple's base. Here comes Till in his attempt to take on Green. And then at this point, I turned enemy on both Purple and Till. Purple was like, Grey, I trusted you. So Orange started to rebuild where Yellow's base once was. So now he finally had some space. Building another TC. Until now I had resigned. In the meantime, Purple was still attacking my base. So then Green was saying attack, because he could see that Yellow was actually rebuilding. Yellow's one of those players that doesn't give up until it's over. So here comes me and Blue and Green. Kind of at the point where we all kind of met up. Now that's the point. Yellow called it GG's, and yeah, I have to say Yellow was probably the person who made this game what it was. And at this point Green was like, victory! Yellow's been defeated. Purple resigned as well. At this point, Green asked for Allied victory. There was finally peace in Europe again. And there we go, finished with playing the game. So yeah, it was a really good game. As I said, probably one of the best diplomacy games I've been in. Full credit to Yellow, I think he made it what it is. That's basically all what's left of him is a wall. And yeah, it was very much good versus evil. And that's kind of what I love about diplomacy, is when teams start to unite and yeah. Anyway, I'll show you the achievements. But yeah, and credit to Purple too. Purple was definitely the best player, I think, in this game, as you'll probably see with the achievements. I mean, look at that. Incredible. So yeah, that was it for this Age of Empires video. Thanks for watching.